Hey everyone. Sorry for doing this little intro bit outside of my usual way, which is using my laptop camera. I'm currently dealing with a pretty nasty cold sore on my lower lip, and I'd really rather not show that. So here we are. Anyways, that's besides the point. The purpose of this little intro section, before getting into the video proper, is it's more of a precautionary explanation, just as a just in case, in regards to a potential compression, like if the video proper ends up being more compressed than normal. I wanted to explain why that might be, just in case it actually does look more compressed than usual. So I'm want I'm wanting to put in the subtitles for the automated voice system that uh that starts talking when it starts talking uh towards the end of the game, whenever after the first fight with the tyrant. And iMovie only lets you put in use titles, like one title in a given section while editing. And so I've decided to see whether or not I can add the subtitles for that. Because Barry and Jill are talking, or at least just Barry, when it first starts, or shortly after it first starts. And yeah, so I've put the two recordings together into one video, and I'm going, if it's successful, there will be a subtitle in the upper part of the game screen for whenever the automated voice is speaking. But anyways, I just wanted to explain that. Let's get into the actual video. Greetings everyone, Aiden here, and welcome to the finale in the first playthrough as Jill on standard difficulty in Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock version for the PS1, played via the PS4 classic section of games. One thing of note when it comes to like the titling for these videos, for this playthrough, if I manage to get this under 3 hours of in-game time, that being the key point there, in-game time, then I will retroactively change the titles for the previous parts, but we will still be getting the best ending because that's what we've been working towards. But yeah, once again, we are entering into the world of survival horror. Alright. Now then, we'll put this away. I think that'll be about it. Alright. Now, it's time to make use of this battery. And unfortunately, there is an enemy between us and the doorway. Between the next room and the doorway leading out of the mansion proper into the courtyard. This screen that we're entering right now, we have another hunter. And I am just gonna ignore it. We're not coming back to the mansion anyways. I'm honestly hoping that that it ends up being under 3 hours of in-game time, just due to the fact that I really kind of don't want to have to do another best ending playthrough for Jill. But it's needed if I want to unlock the special weapon that you get in that you can get in this game. Oh, I did this prematurely. No, no. I could rewind, but no, that don't feel right. That don't feel right. Skip that, because we've already seen it. Yeah, any FMVs we've already seen, I will skip. But yeah. I have a bad habit of accidentally doing that. When it comes to this, this small section of the game. And it just occurred to me, maybe I should have brought the Magnum, but it's fine. Come over to here, use the battery. And we can finally use this elevator. Isn't that nice? Also, I forgot to grab this earlier. Not that it's needed. But I did say I would grab most everything that we can, including the maps. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and use this. That ought to put it a little bit better than yellow. Just a little bit, yeah. Okay. So now that we have access to that elevator, now we can lower the gate, the little bit over here using the crank. I guess you could call it a dam. I'm not sure. I still find it fascinating that, in regards to the remake, on like the GameCube and recent, in like a PS3, what have you, of Resident Evil 1, they did make it to where instead of having two cranks, because we will be real shortly finding a second crank. They made it to where the first crank, the square crank, can be turned into what our second crank is. But it's time to head down into the cavern system. Yay. And before moving forward, we are gonna actually head over this way.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
I don't trust them, but yeah, we'll go with them.
Let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Nah. Nah.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
We need Barry to live. And, well, let's see. Kind of think on it, grabbing that green herb earlier and using it is kind of a waste. Because in this room, right over here, are some explosive rounds. Barry, I can't see. Okay. And a first aid spray, which we could have used. Whoops. Nice shooting there. Oh. Right, you have to move around.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ha!
Oof.
Enrico!
Oof. I can't help but laugh every time I hear that line delivery after she asks if that's Enrico. He couldn't have moved because of this injury. He's holding something. And it's a clip of handgun ammo. I'm good. Barry is investigating. Okay, well, we'll leave him to it. Oh, right. I almost forgot. We need to pick up this crank. And we'll examine it. As you can see, it's definitely not square-shaped. It's hex-shaped. Hexagon-shaped. Nice. Oh boy. Ah, he still managed to tag me. Yeah, this place has hunters in it now. Including this room. What? Butthead. Alright. Well, now that we've got this crank, we can actually proceed down this way. We have a typewriter here if you need to save. But come over here and examine this. Examining this by pressing X, you can see it's a hexagonal core. So, yeah, we needed this to be able to rotate this section of the hallway. We'll be using this 2 more times in the cavern. Or in 2 separate areas, 2 other areas of the cavern. Really wish I had decided to go ahead and bring the Colt Python, or maybe the oh, that's a boulder. Or maybe the grenade launcher with the flame rounds. Yeah, get close enough and then start moving away and it'll start rolling towards you. You need to duck into this crevice on time, or yeah, you're gonna get squashed and it's an instant game over. Come over here, there's some flame rounds. Have I mentioned I hate hunters? Okay. You're pissing me off. Okay, we're in the yellow. That's not good. Well, if for some reason I end up dying because we're coming up on a boss fight, then I'll change up the weapon that I've got. Ow. Okay. Something tells me I'm gonna die here. But yeah, over here we have a combat knife. Okay, it's dead. Good. Once the tiny spiders come out of the boss, it means you've actually full on killed it and you can leave the room. The reason for the knife is, well, just in case you don't have anything that uses flame rounds. So you don't get stuck here. Four, 5, 6. All right, we're near a storage crate now, so yay. Those plaques on the wall that we've been seeing, well, they have a different use. For later on. Alright, might as well pick up the blue herb while we're here. And we can store the things we don't need. Oh, that's right, I don't have any flame rounds except what's in the bazooka itself. So we'll go ahead and put that down here. Store the knife away because we don't need it ever again. Same for the square crank. You know what? Wait, how many? 18? Yeah, why not? And we need the eagle medal. How many healing items do we have in this again? Not, well, actually, including what I've got in my inventory. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's no good. Also on the table right there is another ink ribbon should you need it. Be careful. But yeah, those plaques that we've been seeing on the wall, they get used in Chris's scenario. So, yeah. We've got more than enough. Oh, I almost screwed up here. If only it could have rotated to the left instead of the right. 'Cause we actually need something that's over on the left-hand side. So we just need to use this one more time in this room. All right. And much like the previous boulder, get close to it. There's something back there. Nice. And move away to get it to start rolling. No cutscene that time. And for some reason, we get a map this late in. Like, literally, there's nothing, there's not really much else to this place. Ooh, an MO disc. Nice. We'll bring the other one out of storage here in a little bit. Well, over here we have a puzzle with a very obvious tile that this statue needs to be placed on. Only downside is it's against the wall. So what we need to do is come over here, push it up against that spot on the wall. It looks a little off, or a little odd. Use the hex crank to push it away from the wall. Use it again so that we can withdraw that section and be able to push the statue onto the spot of the floor that it needs to be on. Look at that. We get another Doom book. So, seeing as the title says Eagle of the East, Wolf of the West, this is probably going to be the Wolf Medallion, and yes it is. Alright. Wait, did I grab what was in that nook? I don't think I did. Oh, it was the MO disc. Never mind. Was mixing things up with the arranged mode or advanced mode, depending on which version of Director's Cut you're playing. I suppose that's more a region-based thing? I'm not sure. Anyways, before we make use of those herbs, let's go ahead and place these. Oh, wrong one. Nope, nope. There we go. Set the wolf medal here. And yeah, should have examined it first. Eagle over here. And the fountain drains. Alright. Well, let's go, grab those herbs. Come on, Jill. Yeah, I'll mix them. Why not? Frees up some space, that's for sure. And hey, more healing items? Yes, please. Alright. And with that, we can come over here And she'll automatically descend the stairs, but you need to turn towards the elevator and move forward just a tiny bit to be able to actually step into the elevator with the X button. We are now entering the final section of the game. Welcome to the research lab. Tightly locked, plate on the right-hand side. Emergency exit. Will not open unless under first class emergency. Alright, we finally reached one of the last spots in this game. Do we have a red herb? No. Put that away. There we go. Alright. Wait, why am I bringing this? Doesn't matter. Let's pop some zombies' heads. Huh, thought there was another one here. But we get our last of the 3 MO discs. These are needed for the best ending in the game. This door is electronically locked. Get off of the railing. Come on. Careful of the naked zombies. They actually hurt a lot more than you would think. Over on this end, this is locked. And it's a passcode panel with 3 lights. That door is electronically locked as well, leaving just this door. Let's go ahead and take a look around. It's too dark to see over there, so let's turn on the light. Okay, that was a little too bright. So over here, we have this. And on the desk, we have the researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. Dear Ada. Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive, just as I expected. I feel like I'm going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected, and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape. Make all this public through the media. If everything's in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log in with my name from the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. And the password is your name. To unlock the door at basement 2, where the visual data room is located, you'll need access with our names first, and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily. And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself. Yours, John. So what you need to do with this is you saw these same runes on that picture. You need to figure out which ones are which. John and Ada. Okay. Then come over here, push the bookcase out of the way, flip the switch. to turn on a bit of a blue light. And it'll turn the runes into actual letters. And we have our password. MOLE. Mole. Okie dokie. Well, anyways, we need to head down this hallway. Because, well, that computer that was mentioned in the researcher's letter is in this room. So, yeah. There's not really anything to look at. She doesn't really comment on anything. But we also find some slides. Come over here, interact with the computer. And we get to input the data, the username and passwords ourselves. Alright, so for the login, we need the researcher's name, which was John. Password was Ada. Alright. We'll choose B3 first. Basement 3 first. And there we go. That was the room in that corridor we were in. Now for B2. And just like was stated in that letter, we need another password. Which is mole. Luckily, you don't need... Once you learn that password, you never need to relearn it unless you forgot. You don't need to step foot into that place whatsoever. All right. Even in the other difficulty modes, it stays the same. All right. So let's go ahead and head upstairs and take care of that first. We're gonna be needing to anyways. So, over here on the shelf, we have a security system document. Basement level 1, the helicopter port. Executives and government officials only on the helicopter port. This restriction may not apply in case of an accident. Passage to the helicopter. No one's allowed to enter unless they are attended by a research consultant or security director. All others will be shot on sight. The elevator. Stops during emergencies. On basement level 2, we have the visual data room, which we're currently in. It's within the control of Special Research Division. Keith Arving, the room manager, is designed to have designated, not designed, to have jurisdiction over room usage. And on basement level 3, we have the prison. Sanitation Division controls the usage of the prison. Consultant researchers, E. Smith, S. Ross, and A. Wesker. Well, shit. One of these must be present if the virus is used. No one is allowed to enter the prison unless he presents all passcode documents. Passcode documents must be operated on the specialized output machine by the chief researcher of each block. Power room. Only headquarters supervisors may enter. This restriction may not apply if the consultant researcher has received special instructions. We have passcode output machines. No one's allowed to use the passcode output machine but the chief researchers. And basement level 4 is top secret, regarding the progress of Tyrant after the use of T-Virus, and the remaining document is unreadable. Come over here. There's a special panel with a switch behind it. We need that item. So let's go ahead and free up just a tiny bit of space by using the slides on this. We have the Umbrella Incorporated Bioweapon Materials, or Bioorganic Weapon official report. We have MA-39, the Cerberus. This is where we first learn the name of these enemies we've come across. The FI-3, Fish, or Neptune. The MA-121, Hunter. The T-002, Tyrant. A blank slide. Not sure what's supposed to be on this. And the Bioweapon Research Institute, R&D staff. And there we can see Wesker, wearing his shades. And familiar physics symbols are written here. Alright. Anyways, over here we have the lab key. Yay. Alright, our next stop is actually across the hall from where we learned the passcodes. Gotta free up some space. I mean, we got a storage box in close proximity and not just upstairs. Alright. Do be careful in this room. We got like 4 to 6 naked zombies in here. Alright, in this nook we find a fax document. The General Manager of Sanitation Division from the Special Committee on Disasters Raccoon Special Research Department. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it is understood. Regarding the T-Virus outbreak which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it's very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, it is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the T-Virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms peculiar to the T-Virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our special security guard squad has been nearly destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders, so countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects, and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there's also a very high risk that this news may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The condition's very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We're especially concerned the state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We need to act on this situation as well. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, the main reason for coming over here in the first place is actually right here. It's the first of the machines needed to use the MO disc on. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this, and have not withheld your son, your only son. Genesis 22:16. Alright. Nothing special there. Anything on the bookshelf? Most of them are fiction books. Oh. We have an ink ribbon here. I think that was in the actual boxes, not this crate. Or on the box. Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's it right there. Okay. Oh, good thing I decided to check. Out of my way. It's honestly better to ignore these, just due to the fact that they will respawn. But if you come over here, check this out. If you're rocking the shotgun... Oh, no. Never mind. It's an ink ribbon. Okay. Can't go through that door. It's locked from the other side. Oh boy, I'm already in the yellow again. That's the only downside to Jill. She takes so much more damage. We'll ignore the zombies for now. And come into here. We got ourselves a puzzle. As well as a red herb. Some shotgun shells if you need them. So what we need to do is much like in the statue room in the mansion. We need to cover these up. But this time, do not step onto the button. Like, at all. Oops. Okay. Needed to make a little bit of walking room. This puzzle is very tedious, just due to the placement of everything. Alright. Now we push this over that. And we can finally push the ladder into place if we have everything in the right spots. I heard that click. That means the button was activated, and because the crates are covering, we don't have to worry about getting poisonous air. Yes, please. Alright, main reason for coming over here wasn't just the Magnum rounds, but also because we have a second machine. Passcode number 2. I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies. Genesis 22:17. Alright, only one more machine to find. And we can find out what's in the prison section of this laboratory. And as you can see, we're back down here. Okay. Get rid of the zombies out here. Okay, those were the only ones. As you can see, there's an elevator. And this room right here is technically the final save room of the game. Is there even anything I want to grab? You know what? I'll use a first aid spray right here. Why not? We have some flame rounds, a blue herb, and a green herb. So, yay, another free healing item. But, there we go. Hell, just to be safe, I'll grab another. I'll grab another one. Oh, right. Okay, first aid spray it is. Well, this is gonna get interesting. Come over here. Meet the Chimeras. I think that might have been what's on the final slot. Activate this power panel, since some areas don't have power. Interesting. I could have sworn there was a third one here. Makes me question if we're already over 3 hours. But we have our third and final machine. Passcode 03. And through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed because you have obeyed me. Genesis 22:18. Oh boy. No. Bad Chimera. Might be Chimera Brain? I'm not sure. I'll ignore that one. He can't hurt me. And I kind of would like to have enough Magnum ammo. Just saying. We've only got 15 more shots. I'll come over here. We have a power connection switch to make it to where the elevator will work. Okay. That elevator we saw near the save room. Over here we have a triggering system activator. So yeah, that's what needs to be activated in order to start the self-destruct sequence. Not that that's really gonna matter. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, I almost got hit. That would have made me regret leaving that one alive. Alright, before we go check out that elevator, we are going to go to the prison. Oh god. Get off me, you stupid zombie. Oh boy. Examine the control panel, and thankfully each passcode automatically gets entered. Alright. This upcoming cutscene will change depending on whether or not you come here now or during after your encounter that we're going to be having shortly.
Jill? Is that you, Jill?
Oh, Chris, you're alive!
Of course. Damn it, we're in quite a predicament, Jill.
I know, Chris. Anyway, I have to open this room. It doesn't work. Well, Chris, I'll be sure to come back and help you soon. Will you wait here?
Thanks. I'll be waiting here for you.
Oh. Okay, now we can begin the final moments of the game. Out of my way, you stupid zombie. I am a little worried, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I hope. I'll go ahead and grab the last 2 healing items out of the storage. And use one of them. We're not getting another red herb, so there's not really any point to keeping it. Oh, wrong way. So instead of examining the elevator itself, you need to come over here to the switch that's next to it. There we go.
Jill! Jill, you're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Alright, give me just a moment, seeing as we are literally entering the final moments of the game. Like, it pretty much comes pretty quick. We've only got 2 fights left. And like 4, maybe 5 cutscenes. But yeah, I need to go ahead and make another recording, so be back shortly. Okay. Seeing as I've been pausing with the start button and stuff, it actually does pause the in-game timer. The in-game timer doesn't continue while that's happening.
Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. no one understands its real value.
So, you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Barry!
Sorry, Jill.
How is your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill!
Yes, what?
Do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for Stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Oh boy. I can't take this thing seriously just due to the fact that it's in-game sprite. The mouth is constantly moving. You'll see shortly if you end up paying attention to it.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
Come on. Like, seriously, look at that. I can't take it seriously. I just can't.
Damn you!
It can't control what it does.
Come on. Okay. It's down. Whew. Now, just to be safe, we need to check on Barry.
Barry? Barry! You're alive!
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going.
Okay, we should be able to leave. Yep. Okay, good.
What happened to Wesker?
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers
Wesker must have set it off.
take cover.
There's not much time left for us.
Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
Oh boy. Well, at least on the bright side, him having activated that makes it to where we can open that door where Chris is.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers
I'll go ahead and check the storage
take cover immediately.
one last time for healing items. Alright, lighter and empty bottles. Okay. Well, this is gonna get interesting. 2 full heals and a regular heal. Be careful in this room. We got chimeras here now instead of those naked zombies. One thing of note I wanted to bring up real quick. In the upcoming fight, the final fight of the game, when it comes to the literal final blow, there is a bright, short series of flashes, but it's still enough that I feel the need to give a photosensitivity warning. So, yeah, try not to have it full screened if you're watching. You'll know it's time when we get the rocket launcher.
Oh, Jill!
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
So everything is done?
Well, almost, yes. Now let's go.
Alright. One thing's for sure, in preparation of what's to come, you need to make sure you have a free slot open.
Let's go!
Okay. Okay. You know what? Why not? We'll have a medium heal on hand as well. Via these 2 green herbs. Okay. Well, I can safely say that we have more than enough space in our inventory.
Let's go!
Let me grab a weapon, just in case. Hell, I'll even grab some explosive rounds. Why not? Not gonna be too helpful, but it'll be better than not having any ammo.
Hurry!
That klaxon is getting annoying, though.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is...
So, this is part of the reason for the one slot needing to be left open. The battery, and it's there to make sure you have a slot open for the last 2 items of the game. Which are needed to get out of here.
3 minutes until explosion.
Oh, lovely.
first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris...
Give me a chance to play nice guy.
Okay, I leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
So long as all of our shots land, we should only need 4 shots from the Magnum, but there's a chance some of them will miss. So we need to be able to send a signal to Brad, and we did it from this flare. And that box has an infinite amount of them, if I recall correctly. But come over to the center of the heliport and use the flare. Try not to feel too anxious about the timer. Alright.
It's coming! Jill! Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
So in regards to getting this rocket launcher, you don't have to deal enough damage to him to make this drop. At about 30 seconds remaining, Brad automatically drops the rocket launcher for you, but that's cutting it really close, and I'd rather damage him enough to where you get the rocket launcher quicker. Ugh. And there's the mouth. It's still going pretty silly. Enjoy the cutscenes. Goodbye to the Spencer Mansion. At least for this playthrough. Granted, we're not done with the place just yet for the series of playthroughs. But, one thing's for sure, I really do enjoy this game. I'm curious on whether or not we're going to have beaten the game in under 3 hours, given how long each part has been. But, seeing as I doubt I will ever play it, do a playthrough via the DS version of the game, Resident Evil Deadly Silence. I might as well go over it during this cutscene, some of the nice stuff, quality of life improvements they made in that version. You can skip most of the actual cutscenes. as well as be able to, if you don't like them, you'll be able to skip the door and stair cutscene animations. Little loading screen type stuff, because you're playing on a DS cartridge. The loading screens were there as a means to load up the area that you're going into. Then there's an extra mode that we can get into on the next series on the next run of the credits. But we got the best ending. What's our time at? Darn it! Okay, that means we'll have to do another best ending playthrough. But on the bright side, we don't have to enter any of the rooms we don't need to enter. So, yay! We've also unlocked a special key. Luckily, the background image is showing exactly where we need to go to use said key. The only downside is, well, it's gonna take up a slot in our inventory. Anyways, we've beaten the first playthrough. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed this first playthrough, and hopefully y'all will enjoy the rest of the playthroughs for this series, for this game. Thanks so very much for stopping by and watching. And as always, until next time, y'all take care.